Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the left. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and this Philadelphia Eagle offense.
And when I think of Carson Wentz in his first 4 years in the league, I kind of look at him as bookends because his first year as a rookie, he started all 16 games. The next 2 years, beset by injuries, but last year started all 16 in the regular season again and was very productive. His first 4,000-yard campaign throwing the ball, 27 touchdowns and only 7 interceptions. The injuries got him again in the wild card game, but when he's on the field, his team is dangerous.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school, hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into passing in the running game.
Philadelphia.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
To Zach Ertz. A gain of 15.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes Washington here offensively, and their man under center, Dwayne Haskins, the number 15 pick out of Ohio State in 2019.
And for Dwayne Haskins, a little bit of an uneven season for the former first-round pick. 7 starts as a rookie. Team went 2-5 in those games, but I did see him get better. I thought his last couple of starts were his best ones of the year. He's a guy with big potential, big arm, but remember, was just a 1-year starter in college as well. Plenty of experience yet to be gained.
That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up second.
And to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's the Pro Bowl punter, Tress Way, on to punt for Washington, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And all the way down to the 40-yard line.
What was that, Russ?
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
That's good for 28 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, you know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the complete.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Incomplete.
Haskins pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. To throw, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This pass complete. Wentz to Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Wentz will try again on second down. Ertz over the middle. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 12-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
First and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and he's in. Front Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
For the point after.
Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Kickoff for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
Greg Stroman on the return. Washington will take over first and 10. At their own
out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Third down. Here's Haskins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Wentz now on first down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Jake Elliott.
Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, they're stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Look at Washington as they come onto the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the
throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
1st down.
And on that last catch, Charles, he tops the 150-yard mark. It's one thing when your wideout gets that. When your tight end gets it, it's quite another.
We keep seeing the evolution of that position, don't we? We've seen where it's gone from strictly as a blocker to a guy who caught a few passes to now an integral part of the passing game, sometimes the primary receiver, because a lot of these guys have wide receiver skills, and we're seeing that on display here. Just think about the guys of the past looking back at this game and saying, sure wish that was me. I'd love to have gone out for those types of passes.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to say, as you've said.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter as his guys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense heading out. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 5.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. A quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Now Wentz. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
22 yards.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. He's going to fire one. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
32.
And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? A
ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Washington on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18.
1st and 10.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Haskins on 1st down. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11. 1st down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the...
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins over the middle. It's complete. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that pace and you continue to move it downfield, they add up into 6 points. That's exactly what you're looking for.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Haskins got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. From the gun. Haskins. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
The Eagle ball carrier.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9. Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
At the 46-yard line.
Wentz on the give to Sanders, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh? Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They start the drive with Peterson. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On first down, it's Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The 33-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Haskins. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
As Sanders there with a first down carry that might have gotten a yard, if that. Second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then 2 more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The throw by Haskins complete to McLaurin. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
Adrian.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
A 10th carry now for Peterson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. On third down, Gibson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, That's normally something you see down near the goal line, because now if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Deshaun Jackson getting set to go again on offense. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a third person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wentz. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Kendall Fuller there on the coverage.
Throwing is Wentz. Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23 in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, it's Wentz. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Philadelphia.
And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 15-yard line.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are pouring it on. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns on the ground against an NFL-caliber defense.
Is that good?
I'd say that's fantastic. What a game for him.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
at their own 27-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. So we've reached halftime here on All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
7-yard line.
Here's Peterson. He's got it on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the gun, it's Haskins. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw on third down, Haskins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Javon Hargrave in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
The Eagles take over.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to
23 yards on the play.
Gain of 23 yards.
And these numbers on our monitor are getting hard to believe. He's closing in now right on the doorstep of 500 yards passing.
I'm glad that you watched the monitor and said it first because I had trouble absorbing that. That's big time right there, right? That means everything just about has gone right for them and his squad in this game. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And this offense is running away with this one.
Although it's more commonplace now than at any other time in the NFL, it's still tough to think about throwing a rookie quarterback right into the fire week 1. But guess what? He handled the fire awfully well and threw his first touchdown pass.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. That time a 6-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Duke Riley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 23 yards the pickup there.
Complete to Dallas Goedert.
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38, and the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page. Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing. And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance. And he did.
27-yard line.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Haskins. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Tighten up. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. We own them. We own them.
From the gun, Haskins. And that is incomplete.
Haskins pass. Intended for Terry McLaurin.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
The kick is good. Makes the score Eagles 62.
Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Let's go, D. 56 to Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Two times.
Wentz going to throw. Going left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Philadelphia.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Philadelphia.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, it's Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Another tote for the workhorse here this afternoon, Peterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Washington.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
A loss of 13.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lowered in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Wentz will try again on second down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now Wentz again. And Jeffrey's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back now at FedEx Field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Throwing on first is Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
2nd and 5. At the 7.
Wentz to throw again. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy play.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer, an 80-yard touchdown. And Washington able to get a score back.
Justin Hopkins on 40 extra point.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw, it's Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Now Sanders. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Got a man. That's Quinn. 11 yards there. First down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Haskins out of the gun. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 more on that one and another first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup? That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Haskins. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Washington. Cody Latimer. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL, in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before.
And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Touchdown, Washington.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, you know, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run with Sanders. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia defense now as they head back onto the field. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. Offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Unable to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
48-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating for the gun. Haskins got his man complete over the middle. That's Quinn.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Taken in by Sprinkle, a little pitch and catch. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
At their own 5.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect. They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Eagles on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 10. And that will be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Exit. 57. Mike, 57.
From the gun, it's Haskins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play. Hopkins' kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
76.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, where our booth is here, we can see. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Haskins. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the...
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A tough spot for Haskins in Washington here. 3rd and long after that last sack. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
Eagles 82.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
The players on your team quickly upgrade your team at the end of each game. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Start your week by installing your game plan.
Today, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon.
5-yard line.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
And
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on third down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Gets this one to Joshua Perkins. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Miles. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents. We can't really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
I liked a bunch of your songs today. Good stuff. Emoji okay.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because
Thank you.
diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Goff's throw here finds Woods. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I remember covering Robert Woods in college at USC, and consistent was the word that was always used about him. Maybe we should have added dependable as well. Over 1,100 yards each of the last 2 seasons. This guy studied to be an NFL wide receiver while in college and has carried that over to the NFL. A pro's pro. This guy plays as hard as anyone in the league.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
And we'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. We got position on him, and he pulls it in. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Oh, that was dangerous. On the keeper. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Elliott now to have the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up-and-down-the-field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Riley on the
no gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw on second down. Goff. Got a man over the middle. It's Woods.
Goff's pass.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
But when you think of the Rams and their passing game, sometimes Robert Woods gets overlooked. But if I told you he led the team in targets for the last 2 years and had 139 last year, would you be surprised? Probably. But now with Brandon Cooks gone from the roster, they'll look in his direction maybe even more. And I just love the intensity that he plays the game with.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Eagles take over first and 10. At their own 16-yard line.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
On first down, Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick.
intercepted.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on deep.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's gone. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Wentz going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down. Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
It's 2nd and 8.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And some nice running, going to get him down close to a 1st down at the Rams 17. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
Wentz's pass incomplete. Intended for Jones.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. The LA defense up to snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. They are, however, facing 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, and no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get through here.
Not one that I've ever met.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Alshon Jeffrey, so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control, and you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Wentz to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, it's Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
The 4-yard line.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the 1st half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tapped.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Malcolm Brown of the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. This is Brown. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Throwing on third, Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdowns.
And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Intercepted by the Rams.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
29-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Gerald Henderson, the ball carrier.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, and a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. That's taken in by Henderson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
At their own 25-yard line.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Left side here to Sanders. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He had the start to a season a week ago that everybody wants to have, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Can he do it a second time?
He can. He absolutely positively can because of the skill set. When people adjust to him, he has a great ability to adjust himself and make them continue to chase him throughout the game.
The Eagles on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
7-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to take off with it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, gone. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
From the gun again to Henderson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Goff now looks to throw. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Eagles 31.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's in his zone, second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's 1,000.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down. Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush to his right. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he just sit there and happy. But I got 2 already. I get some more. I get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, L.A. Goff finding Higbee. He'll get this underneath to Henderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Eagles to take over. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Cameron Johnston now. Now they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. On 1st down, it's Brown. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But Charles, you know, for this offense, we take a look at the draft class here. They were looking for a playmaker, and they found one on the outside.
And the way teams are throwing the football nowadays, you can't afford to skip at the wide receiver position. I know that the slot guy is getting more attention now, but that guy in the perimeter, he makes you go.
1st down.
On 1st down, Goff. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Goff's pass.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7.
Goff now looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Man, they gotta let him play.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tyler Higbee there to make the grab. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
No good.
Well, that two-point attempt failed due to the fumble, but people that can't see this, but you got a ball in your hands now, and you've got the thing locked in pretty well. You've got it covered up.
I love having a football in the booth. I always hang on to it. It makes me feel like I actually played back in my day.
Well, you probably could have. If you'd run that play, you would not have fumbled. I can tell you that.
Maybe. A reminder, still some good games coming up here in Week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Wentz. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 42. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
4 yards.
And that last reception puts him over 150 yards. So tough to cover a big tight end like that.
It changes the chalk, as one of my coaches like to say, meaning the normal things don't apply. All right, used to say, okay, there's a tight end going out. We're either going to put a big linebacker on him or maybe a safety and call it a day. Now, because of the strength of that position and the sheer number of catches that they make as well as their dexterity, sometimes you have to put a cornerback on him because he might be the primary guy going out for a pass. It changes what they do defensively, and it's usually not good for the defense.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Wentz now to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now it's Brown. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Now a first down throw. Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended receiver, Josh Reynolds. And it's second down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Goff throwing complete to Kupp. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Cooper Kupp had a big season in 2019. Also saw the emergence of tight end Tyler Higbee for the Rams. He really jumped up his game about the last month of the season. But when it came time to ring the bell and get into the end zone, the Rams still looked towards Kupp. 10 touchdowns in 2019. Runs his routes with great precision and intelligence.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown, and he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play. And guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there for the defense. What you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. John Johnson with the INT. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Gone. And that's caught left side. It's Woods.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Don't walk out here, man.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Goff now to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Up into the last 5 weeks of the 2019 season, if you had said, who is Tyler Higbee, you might have got some blank stares back. But down the stretch, only Julio Jones and Michael Thomas had more targets in the final month of the 2019 season. A breakout year for Tyler Higbee. He expects to continue those types of numbers and beyond going forward.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now Goff toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Out for the PAT, here's Sloman.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35.
That's good for an Eagles.
Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the gun, it's Wentz. On the run, he'll let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 45 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Yeah, the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A-Shot Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Makes the score Eagles 47, Rams 37.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capture the field goal.
As a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Malcolm Brown and the Rams offense about set to begin their next drive. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Now, that'll be caught by Cup. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
At the 29-yard line.
57.
Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
Carson Wentz sacked.
Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Jake Elliott on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contribute.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete.
Version is no good on the fake extra point.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
25-yard line.
We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Forced the fumble last time, up on the scoreboard, things going their way.
Things are rocking easy now, and they feel good about themselves, confident, taking the ball away in the last possession. They're going to try and do it again.
So let me ask you, can you be playing free and that can be good, or it can also become bad, right?
I like the way you put it. You're exactly right. It can work both ways. Sometimes you get too loose and give up big plays and not handle your responsibilities. But oftentimes when you're playing free and easy and locked in, as they are today, you see the end result.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Goff. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Goff. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun. Goff. Man open. It's Kupp. He's got it. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, 72 yards. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling it.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running.
Now loose football. The ball comes out, and now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Recovered. By the Rams.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that just used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
26 miles.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on what.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Goff. He finds an opening past the 40. A quick pass to Kupp. And all the way up to the 46.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Back to the air. Goff on second down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 11 yards there. First down.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauded.
Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Goff, throw left side, complete to Cup.
Goff's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like the look.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Rams take over 1st and 10. At the 34-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Javon Hargrave picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise. But how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st down, Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
19 more yards.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
That's good for another Eagle.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wins to throw again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles, a 6-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'll probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Goff now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Goff's pass.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again is gone. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Goff throwing again. Right side complete. That's Woods.
Goff's pass.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air again. Goff. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the former Ram, Nikel Roby-Coleman. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To throw, it's Wentz. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really really good pickup of 28 yards.
Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all, haven't been able to find a way.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the first turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
They just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points.
Robert Woods. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College. Not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
I bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
The 41-yard line.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. From the red zone now, Wentz. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Jake Elliott taking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how. Yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
88.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.